No,
Okay.
just team captains.
Are we live?
Yes.
Yes.
Be nice, be nice, be nice.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice, I promise. So it was the first Fusion Nutter match.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna start off with Sev here. So obviously you were a huge threat in all the maps. Mustafar, first map, you went an astounding 42 and 22, I believe. And you guys tied. You guys tied that map. Bandersnatch defended very well. They got good spawns and
Yep.
they defended you guys. So you end that map, right? What's going through your head when your team doesn't score a flag and you get 42 kills?
Well, I know that a lot of my kills were from flanking with a jetpack. Like, I could get into flanking position a lot faster than most other classes, so they can't see me on radar as quickly. So, I mean, I didn't know I was getting 40 kills until Bugsy said something. At one point, I was a little frustrated that I was in their spawn alone. We had 3 people defending against 1 person that was at our flag, and I think 2 is a safe number. And by the time I was in their spawn, like, my guys were barely at mid. So that I was like frustrated in that singular play, but I let it go pretty quickly.
Nice.
Because I know that, like, we each play at our own pace and we're comfortable in our own pace, so we just have to sync up by playing more matches together.
So what do you think you guys could do different to take advantage of those kills that you make? Because you're a heavy hitter player, so you have a lot of kills threat.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting your team, or what are you gonna tell your team in order to take advantage of those plays, or you personally?
I think when I play against special classes, like, I tell my team, call out where that special class is so that we can focus on him. And I expect the other team, Smith's team, to do the same thing. So when they're doing that, while they're doing that and I have their attention, I would like my players to be, like, sneaking around or getting flank kills. And I didn't see them doing that as much as I would like. But again, we haven't played too many matches together.
Right. It was your first win. So how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel after your first match?
Honestly, it was pretty relieving because I mean, I was nervous before the match. I think my guys were too. So I guess relief of tension was the main feeling.
All right. One last question for you. Who impressed you the most on this match for your team?
I think the first map. There were a couple key kills from Fluffy and Homewrecker. I think Bugsy and I were still warming up. So I'd have to give the cap out to them. They impressed me. And then Bugsy on the last map on Tantive, he's always kind of like a dominating force on Tantive. Any small map with Engineer, he's there. He's present.
All right. Thank you for your responses. They're very good. Thank you. We're going to move on to Smith now. A little more of touchy questions. I'm sorry, Smith.
Oh, no.
Not being nice. Trying to. All right. So I'm going to ask you first question. Thoughts on your team. Where do you guys think where do you think your team went wrong on Conquest?
Oh, we got out-killed. That's the problem. And if you're being out-killed, you literally play the game less. You literally get to move around the physical map and capture objectives less because you're spending more time respawning. And so that's a problem. There's a problem on Conquest and CTF.
All right. How do you feel you did as a captain that match, and how was the communication in your Discord or your team voice?
Good, but not quite good enough. It started off kind of slow on the first map. We weren't talking as rapidly as normally as, da-da-da-da-da. You get a rhythm down and you get used to it, and when you're in that rhythm as far as communication goes. We weren't really doing that for the first half of the first map, and then we started to pick it up. But I think it needs improvement.
How did you feel ISO did on his first match? I believe it was his first match.
ISO did fine. I think everyone did fine, but fine is not enough. Fine is usually fine is usually the 2 out of 5 when you're doing like a multiple question. How do you feel about this? But I didn't mean it like that, ISO. on that. Well, now that I got my wires crossed, what's the next question?
The next question is for both of you. All right. So Smith, you said you were expecting to see Fusion Nutters in the finals. You keeping that prediction?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Sev, who do you think you're gonna see in the? Who do you think is gonna be in the finals?
This was the first match, so it's hard to say who's gonna play well together.
Have you seen the other matches?
Yeah, I watched them.
Just going off that, who do you think? Give me two. Obviously, one of them could be yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna put us in the finals, and I'm gonna put I think the Team 99 Lives Michael's group has
All right, coming out with a out of the nowhere pick, a team that hasn't played yet.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we don't know how good they're gonna be.
Yeah.
Also, talk came out today in the council room that maybe the tournament might be extended instead of being 10 days. It might be a little longer. What are you guys thinking about that?
Smith, you want to take this one because you're the one who proposed it, and I kind of like it.
Oh, well, people kept coming up to me individually, and some people just expressing themselves in not so many words. Oh, it's wicked short, you know? So maybe we should make it a little bit longer. I personally have to go on hiatus. It's kind of a nebulous gray thing. I'm not really positive what my availability is going to be like after the 20th of January. So we could wrap it all up before then. That would be fine and dandy. But people want to keep playing, obviously. That's awesome. My only concern is that as you make this thing that's really short and got a lot of energy already invested in it from multiple people a bit longer, people might decide, well, you know, I signed on for like a 2-week thing, and frankly, it looks like we've got plenty of days left to play, so maybe I just won't be as available for BF2 all the time this month. And I get that. You can't be, I mean, you can only dedicate so many hours. And I think like 2 weeks is a little easier to set aside than 3 or 4. But if people want to add like a week on at the end of the day, you know, extra week could be nice because we've been waiting on Chicago servers for like a couple days now. That's a pain in the ass. And I know there's still people who are like coming home from their folks from the holidays, even like, you know, WoW's getting home tomorrow, I think, Saturday. So it could be good to add a few days on.
I think 20th is actually good enough. I'm looking at the calendar board right now, and I think, you know, 20th would be nice. If you want to chop it a little bit earlier, you want to say 19th or something like that, 18th.
Didn't we originally? Sorry to interrupt you. Didn't we say it was going to go to like the 17th?
I mean, if you want to extend it 3 more days, if that's okay with Smith, you know, that's a Sunday. The 20th is a Sunday, so
yeah, 3 more days of playoffs sounds good since we still have one team who hasn't played a match yet, and it kind of goes depending on who's played the most matches, and because there are no negatives, no. You get 3 points for a win, 1 for a tie, 0 for a loss.
So I don't know if you guys want to do like win percent based off games played, like a point system based off points played, because obviously if top seed played 500 games but they won, say 300 of them, but they lost 200, you know, how good can they really be? You know what I mean?
Well,
you know
figure it out, because you don't want to slight the team that has the most matches by rewarding the team that did the least matches. Like if you play one game, you have a 100% win record. If you play 5 games and you lose 1, you have an 80% win record. So
exactly.
You know, I don't know. You come up with the points. You're good with the points. The sports system. You know, it was your idea. International soccer leagues.
That's what I'm saying. We could do. Well, they play a certain amount of games per season, but we could do a point percentage per game kind of thing. We could do like a math equation like that. Shouldn't be difficult. Doesn't sound like it's too difficult.
I'm over it.
Yeah. But yeah, we could do something like that. Puma, you have any questions?
Nope.
All right, so that's it for my interview. Thank you guys for attending it and answering my okay questions.
GG.
Problem.
They were
GG,
great.
Ben.
GG, thank you.